Hello, everybody. Happy Thursday. The dogs are going crazy. I think I've got a delivery guy here right now or something. I don't know. I haven't heard the doorbell ring, so I don't know what's going on. Just ignore them in the background. I am so happy that you're here with me today. I was having some trouble with Facebook, and so I'm probably only live on YouTube right now. But if you're here with me, if you could just drop me a comment, give me a thumbs up, something, let me know that you're here watching me today, I would really appreciate it. My name is Jana Edwards. Let me start off with that. My name is Jana Edwards. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Corpus Christi, Texas. I have been a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Previously, I was a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator from about 2006 to about 2018. Then I took a break and rejoined again in 2023. Give me just 1 second. I'm going to go see what they're barking at. UPS is here. Okay. It'll be fine. It's just UPS. Okay. So anyway, let me start over. I'm sorry about that. My name is Jana Edwards. Like I said, I am a demonstrator, Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Corpus Christi, Texas. And I go live twice a week on Tuesdays and Thursdays to bring you some crafty inspiration. I choose one product every week and we make 4 projects. So on Tuesdays we make 2 projects and on Thursdays we make 2 additional projects, all using the same product. And then I offer those projects as a class kit to go. So if you place a $50 order in my online store, I will send you the kits for the projects that we create during the week. You just need to make sure that your order is placed by Sunday. I go Monday to Sunday. Yeah, that's right. Monday to Sunday. So just be sure that your order is placed by Sunday evening and you'll get that class kit for that week. There are links for everything in the description of the video. There should be a link to shop my store. There should be a link for the supplies that we used for the projects this week. And don't forget, any order that you place that's over, once you reach $20, you start earning 10% back in Stampin' Rewards to save for future purchases. You can just let them accumulate and use them for you can use them, all at one time. Once you have a big, like say you want to get the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine, which is I think a little over $100. And you can save up your rewards until, you can get your machine for free, which is kind of cool. Let's see, what else do I want to tell you? I am going to turn my camera down. We are working, let me show you. So this week we are working with the Happy Hibiscus bundle. So it is a stamp set and dies, and then it's also a hybrid embossing folder. So we're working with these products today. We're also using the celebratory Sips designer series paper, which is amazing. I'm going to be doing, I think my class kit next month is the celebratory Sips. We created this card on Tuesday and this card on Tuesday. So these two, the products to create these 2 cards will be in the kit for this week. The only thing that I don't do is anything that comes as part of the bundle, as part of the product of the week, I won't die cut for you. So if it's not part of the product, what am I trying to say? If it's not part of the product of the week, I will die cut it for you. So like this circle on this card was part of the Stylish Shapes dies. So you'll get this circle in your kit. This label and the flowers are part of the bundle, so you won't get this in your kit. And I won't do any stamping for you because Stampin' Up's policy does not allow Stampin' Up! Demonstrators to send any pre-stamped images. So if you want your projects to look like mine, you will need to have the bundle to create those projects. Okay, if you have any questions, drop me a comment below, let me know, and I will answer those questions for you just as quickly as I can. All right, I'm going to turn my camera down. Oh, also let me show you. We did a blog hop this for July. We had a blog hop in July. So July the 1st, there's a blog post with this card. We had a sketch layout. It was a sketch and color combination. So my color combination was Daffodil Delight, Lemon Lolly, and Granny Apple Green. And I used the paper from the Delightful Wishes suite to create this card. So if you want information, measurements about this card, you can look on my blog. There are also measurements and details for this card that we created on Tuesday on my blog also. I will post information about this card this week. It'll be up before Sunday. So you can check my blog out at stampedinink.com. Let me get that for you right here. Check it out and go get all the information so you can create your own. The measurements are there, okay? I try as much as I can to give measurements during the class, but I think I fail big time because I don't remember them, and so I have to actually sit down with my ruler and figure everything out. But when I write my blog post, I make sure that everything is in the body of the email or the body of the blog post, okay? I'm going to turn my camera down so I can make a couple, I have a few things I want to fill you in on. So I'm going to turn my camera down so that you can see what I'm looking at, okay? I'm going to turn this down here. I'm going to put my face up there so you guys can see me. Okay, so registration for Paper Pumpkin is happening now. I think it's through the 11th. Yeah, through the 10th, July 10th. So this Paper Pumpkin kit is, let me tell you the description. It says you get to craft sweet handmade cards featuring sun-kissed strawberries and breezy gingham. You make 8 cards, 2 each of 4 designs with coordinating envelopes. Hand-painted card bases. So the colors are garden green. You'll get a garden green Stampin' spot, and then the other colors are Granny Apple Green, Pool Party, Poppy Parade, and Strawberry Slush. I've heard some demonstrators have seen this already, and they are super excited. So I actually ordered 2 kits for myself because I'm excited, and I think I might do an extra class. Once this comes in, I'll do an extra class this month and we'll put together a Paper Pumpkin. If you don't know what Paper Pumpkin is, give me just a second and I will show you. I haven't even opened my Paper Pumpkin for this month yet, so let me open this for you real quick. And you can see Paper Pumpkin. It comes in a box just like this in the mail for you, all nice and neat, and they wrap it in tissue paper. How sweet, right? You get a stamp set. So this was June's Paper Pumpkin. So with June's Paper Pumpkin, we got a stamp set and a pretty peacock Stampin' spot. And then this is how your kit comes. Comes with an instruction booklet, or it's a little like flyer. Comes with the instructions and then everything you need to create the cards. Okay, so that's with your first monthly subscription. They do send you a block. They'll send you a clear block that looks like, oh, where's my clear block? It looks like this. Your clear block is, it's skinny and it looks like this. So this is what your clear block will be with your first kit. Now, if you sign up for more, like if you sign up and go month to month, you only get that block with the first kit. Okay, so just remember that. They also have dies that you can add on for the subscription. So if you're interested in this, in the Paper Pumpkin, sign up by July the 10th and you will get this Paper Pumpkin box too, and everything that goes in it. So that's Paper Pumpkin. I'm gonna put this away. Album Retreat. Virtual Album Retreat is gonna be this July 16th through the 18th. The kit is $250 is the price of the kit. However, you get 2 layouts. So you get 12 months, two layouts per month. So that's 24 layouts for $250. All the work is done for you. You get exclusive stamp sets. Everything is cut out for you. You get the page protectors, you get the stamp sets, all the designer series paper, and everything is packaged in a kit. Like it comes in a baggie, and it'll say kit 1, kit 2. If you're interested in that, you can go to my online store and order the album retreat. So back towards the end of May, I believe I was asking everyone to help me help me get up to 100 subscribers on YouTube. And I'm so excited to announce that you guys helped me do that. So I'm so happy. Thank you so much for helping to get me there. So to celebrate 100 subscribers, when you order $65 from me, I'm going to send you a pack of 6x6 designer series paper, a full embellishment, and 3 handmade cards. So and that's through the month of July. So that is a thank you from me. I don't know and you're also going to receive a class kit. So I'll also send you, depending on which week you order and which kits I have available, it'll be a surprise. So your paper, your embellishments, your handmade cards, it's all going to be a surprise. Okay. So just to say thank you guys for helping me reach 100 subscribers. I really appreciate it. July, this is my schedule for July so far. I don't know why. I'd sent out an email with this attached, and I had my Thursdays classes listed at 2 o'clock. Typically I go live at 3. So I was tired. I was really tired when I was putting this together, honestly. So I will resend an updated schedule in my next email, and I should send out, it should be tomorrow, either late this afternoon or tomorrow. I'm not sure, depending on how much time I have. And also don't forget, this week's email will include a PDF for one of the cards that we created this week. And I think this is the free PDF that I'm going to send this week for this card. All right. This is one of the ones we're going to be creating today. If you are interested in receiving that free PDF, please sign up for my email newsletter and I will send that to you. And also you'll get an updated schedule. There's that, and that. Craft along. I am offering a Christmas in July craft along. All right. I have an email going live. There's a registration link in the description of the video also. Christmas in July craft along. We are going to be using the Jar of Joy stamp set and punch. Let me turn this over. It usually works better. So it's the Builder Punch. We actually did a class to go about 2 weeks ago, I think, and it was the jar bundle. Okay, but we're going to be using, this is a new online exclusive. It was just released on July the 1st, so we'll be using this one, and you can order your kit ahead of time. So registration for the kits is currently open, and there's a registration link in the description of the video. You can register for your kit now through July the 13th. I will put everything together for you. I will send your kit out to you before July the 18th, and then we will craft along together on July the 29th. All right, so if you're interested in that, me personally, I think I'm gonna pull out my Christmas jammies and craft in my Christmas jammies with you guys. So we'll do that. So that schedule for Tuesday, we won't have a Tuesday 10 a.m. meeting or 10 a.m. class. For coffee and a card, we'll do 5:30 in the afternoon. So for those of you that work, you can join us in the afternoon, okay? And if it doesn't work out for your schedule that you can't craft along with us, there will also be a PDF, a colored PDF tutorial that you'll get with your kit, and you will also have the video to go back to. We're gonna make a total of 8 projects. You'll have product to make 8 projects. 2 of 4 designs. So we'll make the 4 designs during our craft along, and then you can create the other 2 since they're duplicated. You can create those at your own leisure. But here's what I have. You'll get, with the kit, you will receive the Jar of Joy stamp set and the punch. You're going to receive a full pack of the peppermint dots. you're going to receive a full pack of the Take a Bow Designer Series paper. Look at this paper. It's so bright and so pretty. That's just some of the, and it's a nice pack of paper too. You get quite a few sheets. Then you'll have some cardstock for your cards, and then also cardstock for stamping. So these are the colors, and then you'll have white, granny apple green, and I don't have a sneak peek of the projects yet, but I will have those by Tuesday next week. And then you'll also get a full spool of the red and white baker's twine. The kit with the stamp set and the punch it's 80. Let me see, what did I put on here? There's an option for the full kit is $89. Then there's an option for just the class kit that does not include the punch and it does not include the stamp set. It's only the kits. It's $38 for that option. And then there's option 3, which is just the tutorial and the PDF tutorial, and of course links to the replay, and that's $20. The kit, like I said, the kits will ship on the 18th of July. You should have those by the time we go to do the craft along on the 29th. If you choose the PDF option only, I will not email the PDF out until the kits have shipped on the 19th, okay? So just remember that if you opt in for just the PDF only, those PDFs won't be emailed to you until the 18th, the actual day that I ship the kits. Okay, I'm going to set this off to the side, and since I've done enough talking, I'm going to go ahead and we can get started on our projects. If you're here with me and you would like to say hello, please do so in the comments. I like to know that you're here joining me, and that you are just a chit chat. I like to know where you're from. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Like I said, today we are working with the Happy Hibiscus stamp set and set of dies, and the hybrid embossing folder. Okay, let's start. We're going to start with, oh, where's my card at? That's not it. There it is, right there. It was hiding from me. We're going to start with this card right here. I'm going to move my face out of the way because I'm going to have to grab my Stampin' Cut and Emboss, because we're going to do some embossing with this hybrid embossing folder. And I can also stand up. All right. When you get your kit will come just like this with all of the pre-cut cardstock and stuff that you need to create the card, but it won't include any stamping or embossing because that all comes in the bundle. All right, so we are starting off with our strawberry slush card base. I'm going to go ahead and give that a good crease. Okay, we're going to take this piece of strawberry slush cardstock here, and like I said, if you want measurements for this, you can check my blog. Probably this one will probably be up Saturday, so if you check my blog, just those measurements will be there this week. All right, I'm going to grab my the embossing folder and my Stampin' Cut and Emboss. I'm going to take out my shim and my bottom plate. I'm going to grab our embossing folder, and we're going to add some texture to this piece of cardstock here. I'm just layering it in this embossing folder, trying to make sure that it's straight. I like this big flower right here up in the upper corner, so I'm going to try to position it to where that flower is on my card. Okay, and then you have this beautiful embossed piece of cardstock for layering, which is so pretty. Now, I believe we're gonna need to cut some flowers. I don't think, oh look, I did. I have some cut out already, yay. When I'm working on my projects, I keep a little bowl over here and I just fill it up with everything that I die cut in case I die cut extras. So look, there's my, yay. I think I'm gonna have to cut some leaves out because, nope, I think I'm going to use those leaves too. So basically what I'm using, these 3 die cut, these 3, I used the 3 flowers here and the smaller flower and then 2 of the leaves. And I cut this out in Granny Apple Green, and these I cut out in Strawberry Slush. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and I am going to add some adhesive to the back of this panel here. This is a new bottle of glue and it seems to come out pretty fast. I want that flower up in the corner there. So I'm gonna add, oh, can't do that because then the flower looks like it's upside down. So I'm gonna turn it back this way. Ugh. Hold on, messed up. I need a white layer. I finally looked over here at my other card. I need this white piece to go down first. Don't try this at home. So I'm gonna layer this. I think this one is 4 1/8 by 5 3/8. Now I'm gonna layer this one on top. Right there. And just wiggle it around until you get it where you want it. Just like that. Then I'm going to grab my stamp and my sentiment that says, "Thanks for being so kind." That's this little one right here. Mount it right there. I'm gonna grab I just want a little cushion underneath my stamp since it's photopolymer to make sure that it gets a good crisp image when I stamp. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and ink this up. And I'm going to stamp it on this little square piece of basic white, just off-centered to the right. Just like that. Then we're going to glue this piece to the center of this other square. These squares are from the Stylish Shapes dies, my favorite set. This and the Nested Essentials, I love both of them. And put that right there. Then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take the 3 flowers that we die cut and I'm going to add some dimensionals to the back of them. think. And then I need a little one for the small flower. And I'm gonna just layer them right in here. Take those backings off and then just lay them just like that. And then I'm gonna take my paper snips and I am going to just snip these little end pieces off, the little stems off of the flowers, because I don't like having to tuck those into the back. I'm going to put a little glue on the back of this. I'm going to use my reverse scissors and place these in place. There are some spaces cut out in the leaves, so I try to just put the glue where the where it's not cut, where the paper's not cut. Like that. Then I'm going to grab some more dimensionals and put those on the back of this square. I'm going to check. Okay. Grab my card. I'm going to layer this right in the center. Right there. I like to take my leaves and just bend them a little bit. Now I'm going to grab some basic rhinestone jewels. And I've already colored 3 of the rhinestones with my Stampin' Blend, my Strawberry Slush Stampin' Blend. I'm going to use the other end. I just use the brush end and just color some of the rhinestones. And then I'm going to use my Take Your Pick tool, and we're just going to lay those down right in the center of our flowers. Just like that. Then I'm going to grab, I must have put everything away when I cleaned up last time because nothing's where it was before. I'm going to grab my twine or linen thread and create a double bow. I'm just going to fold it over on itself to make a loop, and then I'm just going to make sure I give myself enough ribbon, enough thread, and then just loop it over itself and tie a little bow. Just like that. I'm going to snip that loop end, and then I'm going to snip that. We'll grab a glue dot. Oops. And just put that right on the back there. Put our bow right there. I'm going to grab a piece of white cardstock for the inside. And use some Stampin' Seal. And just place it on the inside. So you'll have a blank space for your, to write your note to whoever you're sending it to. I like to add it because we add so much weight to the front of the card that I feel like when you add something to the inside, it makes it even in weight. And to me, it looks finished. Okay, so that's our first card. Very easy. A little bit of die cutting, but very, very simple. Very, you can duplicate this with any colors that you have. All right, so there's the first one. Now we're gonna work on this card. Like I said, the measurements, I'm gonna do a project PDF for this card here. So if you want that, please sign up for my email newsletter and I will get this sent to you. I'll send out a recap email on Friday, on either this afternoon or in the morning. And then, oh, hold on. Sorry, I lost you. Okay, there we go. I hit the wrong button. All right, now we're gonna do this card, and I started with these. This is what will be in your kit, okay? So you'll have all these pieces here in your kit, and you'll have the PDF to refer back to, and you can always refer back to the video as well. Okay, so like we're using the Everyday Arches dies for these. I have one in Secret Sea, and you'll have one in Basic White. Then you'll have 2 pieces of Designer Series paper, and this is the Celebratory Sips Designer Series paper. So we're gonna go ahead and add some adhesive to the back of this one, and I'm gonna grab my silicone mat because, I forgot I stuck this one on there. I put the tape on there wrong, but you see how easily that just pulled off of there? This is why we use our silicone mat, because adhesive does not stick to it. All right, I'm gonna add some adhesive to this right here. We're gonna add it to the top. And this piece is 4 by 5 1/4. And this is a regular card base that is 5 1/2 by 4 1/4. And then we cut off 2 3/4 inches from the flap. So if you had your regular card base like this, we just cut off, we created a regular card, and then we just cut off 2 3/4 inches from the bottom. Okay, to make that. I'm gonna go ahead and put my piece of Designer Series paper on the top of this, on the top piece, on the little flap. This is why I use liquid adhesive, because this is not straight. And if it sticks too long, it'll be stuck for good. All right, so I'm trying to line it up with my piece of Designer Series paper right here. That's what I want to do. And I think it's still off a little bit, but it'll do. Okay, now I want to take the arch first. Before I put down my inside piece, I want to make sure that I have my first arch layer where I want it, because you want to make sure that when you close your flap, your arch covers that up. So I want to make sure, well, let's do, it'll probably be easier to do this first, put this piece down first, and then put the arch down to make sure that it covers it. I created these over a week, like a week ago, so I kind of forgot the steps that I took to put them together. Sorry. So I'm going to put this right about here. All right. Then put your arch on. Yep, that works much better. Put your arch on. So I'm only going to put some glue the top portion of this arch here, because it's going to stick down to the flap. Just like that. And this is not sticking, so I'm going to put just a dab of glue right up under here. Ah, sticky. Okay. Now I want to take my basic white arch. I'm going to grab my piercing mat again so I can have some cushion. We're going to use the same sentiment with our Secret C. And I'm going to stamp it up to the top, off to the right a little. Okay. I'm going to set that aside to let it dry, and we're going to work on our flowers. So I have some already cut here, but I'm going to show you how I did this. It's very easy. The magic of the hybrid embossing folder, it's amazing. It's like magic. All right. So I'm going to grab my embossing folder, which is here. Then I'm going to grab the die, the 3 dies together. And I am going to layer the die inside the embossing folder. I think, where does it fit? Hold on. There it is, right there. It's these 3 flowers right here. I'm going to take a piece of cardstock and just put over that. And then I'm going to flip it over, and I'm just going to make sure that it's fitting in the right area. Grab my cut and emboss machine. And we're going to use plates 1 and plate 4. And voila, ta-da! Okay. Then it just cuts out your 3 flowers. 1, 2, 3. Look how pretty those are. So pretty. And I think I used the wrong, did I use bubble? I did use bubble bath. Yep, okay, that's the right color. It just looks different. Gonna put this away. So if you're interested in the kits for this week, you just place a $50 order in my online store and I will send you 4 kits to create the 4 cards that we have created this week. Okay, if you have any questions, let me know in the comments and I will answer them as well as I can. Okay, I'm gonna grab, so we're gonna add just a little bit of shading to the inside of our flowers here. So I have my flowers. That color just looks different to me. It doesn't look like bubble bath. Hold on. It looks like a different color. It is. It's fresh freesia. You grabbed the wrong one, Jana. Okay. That's why it looks different. Okay. Well, I already have 3 more cut out, so I won't cut them out again since you already saw how I cut them out, but look at the difference in the color. I knew it looked different. You see how it's light and dark? This is the one color I meant to cut out. So I already have these cut out. We'll throw those in the little bucket for later. I'm going to grab a blending brush and some Petunia Pop ink, and we're going to blend the centers of these flowers. We're just going to lightly add some color to the center of the flower. I don't want it to be very deep, so I'm starting off on my cardstock and I'm just going to color. I want to get this, just the center. You know how the center pokes out in the summertime and it just has a little bit of color on it? Just like that. Start right there in the center and just kind of go just like that. Okay. I also forgot to add my twine around my arch, so I'm going to see if we can do that real quick. I think there's enough space under there that I can get that in there. So I'm going to set this aside real quick, and I'm just going to use the rest of this. I like to try and straighten it out as much as possible so it's not so curly. All right, look at that. It's going to be just perfect. So I want to bring it over to the side and tie a bow, just like this. Grab my ends. Tie my bow. Then I'm going to go ahead and snip that little loop there, and then I'm going to snip these off just like that. Okay, then we'll grab some Stampin' Dimensionals and pop this little other arch up onto the Secret Sea arch. It has been raining for a few days here in South Texas, and our yard looks so green. I texted my neighbor this morning and told her how pretty her yard looked. We have needed rain so badly. It's just been so dry. They have us on they have us on water restrictions here. We've just needed it really bad. Okay, So there's that. Now we're going to grab our flowers. And we're going to just layer our flowers together. I'm going to grab some more dimensionals because you can never have enough dimension, right? On my flowers. Layer that one there, and then do I have 1, 2, I need one more. Okay, I'm going to use this other one then. We'll just use all of these. Okay, I need to add a little bit, I want to add a little bit of depth to the leaves. So I'm going to grab another blending brush, my green blending brush, and I'm going to grab my old olive ink, and we'll just give these a little dimension. Okay. I'm going to add some more right on this one, just like that. I'm going to have to go wash my hands when I'm done. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and put these up. If you use your blending brushes and they get a little, like they feel like they have too much ink on them, you can always take them and just put them under water and rinse them out. It's water-based ink. Stampin' Up's inks are water-based, so you can easily take some dish soap, or even if you have the stamp cleaner, you can spritz some of that on your brushes, and just like when you clean your makeup brushes, put it in your hand and just, you know, clean them. It's very easy. All right, now I want to snip these little tails off because, like I said, you're putting them up underneath your flower, so you're not really going to see them. I'm going to add just a little dab of glue here. These little pieces. I'm going to put a petal right there. Doesn't take much with this glue. I'm going to put one right there. Then I'm going to do this one. Right up under there, just peeking out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. There we go. I like that. Okay, now I want to grab some of my flat pearls, which I don't think I added the flat pearls. No, because we have the rhinestones, right? All right, now I'm going to add some of the 25, 27 in color flat pearls, which I think these are my new favorite embellishment. And we're going to use the Secret Sea color. Add one right here, and then one right down here. And there we have it. Those are our 2 cards for today. Okay, so we have these 2 cards. Let me get back over here really quick. There we go. I can see you now. Okay, so we have these 2 cards for today. These were our 2 cards today. Right here. And then these were the 2 cards we created on Tuesday. So if you didn't get to watch the video, or if you want to see how we created these 2 cards, you can go back and you can watch Tuesday's video, Coffee and a Card. It's on my YouTube channel, and there should still be a replay on Facebook. Facebook has started deleting our live videos after 30 days, so that's why I've been going live on YouTube and Facebook. And for some reason, the software that I use, and I think several people had trouble with Facebook last night, but it's not, for some reason, it keeps saying I'm asking for too much data. So this is going to push me to just do my live videos on YouTube and then maybe send a link over to my Facebook page. Like I'll create an event and then put the link to the video, to the YouTube video in my event. So eventually everyone will have to just come to YouTube and watch the videos, right? Anyway, these are the cards that we created this week. If you like these cards, place a $50 order in my online store and I will send you the kit for free to create your own. I will see you back again on Tuesday at 10 a.m. for Coffee and Card. I believe, what does the schedule say? We are using the Perfectly Pairs. Perfectly Pairs? Yes, Perfectly Pairs Suite, which is, I think that's what we're doing this week. Hold on, let me see. Yes, the Painterly Pairs, and I can show you. Here's the paper. So this is the paper for that suite of products. Super, super cute. I'm excited. I'm also creating my July creative kit with the paper, or with that suite, the Painterly Pairs suite. It also released yesterday. So if you're interested in the July creative kit, please subscribe to my email newsletter. I'm getting ready to send all that out. Registration is going to open up on the 7th. If you're interested in the Christmas and July craft along, registration link is in the description of the video. If you like these kit, if you want the kit to make these cards, place a $50 order in my online store. I'll send it to you for free. Don't forget, as a free thank you this month for my 100 subscribers, yay! I will send you a pack of 6x6 paper, a free embellishment, 3 handmade cards, and a class kit for free for your $65 order in my online store this month as a thank you for helping me reach 100 subscribers. If we can get it up to 200, I'll do another subscription bonus ordering special. So, okay, if you have any questions, I'm always available. You can send me a link, send me a message at jana@stampininc.com. Thank you so much for being here. Happy stamping. Have a great 4th of July. Everyone be safe, be careful, have a fun time with your family, and we will see you again on Tuesday. Bye-bye.